Doug Hammer, PGA Director of Instruction at Troon North Golf Club, is the recipient of the Southwest PGA Youth Player Development Award. The honor recognizes a PGA professional who has displayed extraordinary and exemplary contributions in achievement in the area of youth player development. Doug entered the golf business as an assistant professional at the Westin Kierland Resort and Spa in Scottsdale, where he began teaching and found his passion for helping others. At True North, Doug structured a junior development program that consists of levels of achievement that players must complete to advance to the next level. He created a culture and environment in True North where juniors of all ages can cultivate their passion for the game of golf. His commitment goes beyond teaching the basic fundamentals and focuses on impacting the life of numerous boys and girls in the community in a positive way. Ladies and gentlemen, the Southwest PGA Youth Player Development Award honoree, Mr. Doug Hammer.
Your career started really down here at Kierland. Teaching was your passion. I mean, how did that become your passion?
Well, I started at Kierland when I was 22 years old. So young kid, didn't know what I was doing. Had a great opportunity to teach, kind of walked into a transition where Troon was taken over and a lot of people left and stayed with Marriott and everything, and just had an opportunity to kind of pick up where a lot of guys left off, and loved it right from the start. But what really turned me on to teaching was when I left there and didn't have an opportunity to teach. I moved up through Troon. I was a head golf professional for a short time at the Westin Mission Hills in California, and didn't have much opportunity to teach and realized I really, really missed it. So I took a step back, moved back to Scottsdale, took a lower job at Kierland, and walked into my boss's office, Tim Mahoney, and asked for a job. And he didn't give me one. But but I was persistent, and eventually it all worked out.
So, I mean, is it more of a junior golf teaching program? I mean, what is your passion, more juniors? Is it more, or is it more teaching everyone?
It's teaching everyone, but my wife has told me forever that I always had a gift with kids. I do enjoy teaching kids. It hasn't been my primary focus all the time, but it certainly is something I look forward to coming to work and doing every single day.
So when you started your position at Troon in 2007, where there was a junior program was that junior program compared to now?
Well, in 2007 we didn't have a junior program, and now we have one.
Okay.
So that
good. Well, that makes a huge difference then.
So yeah, it's come a long way since then.
So your devotion working with juniors at Troon, I mean, you've created a program that has tiers and levels. I mean, it's a pretty complex program, but the kids are rewarded by completing different levels. Explain that to us.
Yeah, so actually it was something that myself and my team, and number one, I'm incredibly lucky. I've heard rumors that there's turnover in the golf business, but my team has been together with me for 11 years, and it's been the three of us, and we collectively, about 6 years ago is when we really started to try and do more for the kids, because we had a junior program right from the start. When I took over there, I implemented this junior program, got it going. Ryan Mahoney stepped in and really took off with it while I was trying to grow the rest of our programs. And then we just kept having kids show up, and it was great. And we wanted to do more, and we wanted to create some kind of structure to keep them with us and just help them play better and get them into tournaments and get them playing the game for a lifetime. And so we started this out, and it starts really, we don't put an age on it, on their abilities. It's when they show proficiency in different skills, we move them up to the next level. And because we've got some young kids that are just phenomenal athletes and great at the game, and we don't want to hold them back, and we put them with the older kids, and the older kids get mad when this younger kid is chipping it closer to them than they are and beating them, And so it creates a great level of competition. So it's been really successful.
Do you have a large number of kids in the program that participate?
We do. Every single Sunday, we could have more if we'd have more. We keep our student-teacher ratio pretty low. But 36 kids every single week
Awesome.
are out to see us, and that's just our introductory classes, and then our monthly classes are another 8 to 12 kids in the monthly training program where we're on the course with them and doing all kinds of different things, trying to get them ready for tournaments in high school. And
So how do they I mean, there's an elite level.
mm-hmm.
So they pass all the tests and then get to the elite level.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a reward for getting to that level?
They just get to work harder and play more golf.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to create a community up there where these kids play together and become friends and hang out together. Because that's what I had, growing up in a very, very
community.
small town in Iowa. But, it's 900 people, and I always had somebody to play golf with. And that can be challenging out here in a big city where people are spread out, and there's so many other distractions for kids, lots of other sports to compete with and stuff. And, we really want to try and give these kids opportunities to be on the golf course, play together, create friendships that hopefully last a long, long time. And that's how I got better at golf, was trying to beat my friends. So, we want that to happen with all of our kids.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think most people realize the difficulty of running a junior program in this environment, because you're in a Sunbelt environment where most of the people are retired and rarely want to see kids on the course for the most part.
It can happen, and it can happen at Troon North. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
We're that type of facility, but we're really fortunate where the facility is 100% behind what we're doing. And Troon in general, I mean, Troon has a nationwide program called Troon Junior Club, where kids can join that and they can play. If the golf course is participating, they can play after 3 o'clock for $15. They can throw the clubs on the shoulder and walk. And it's a great program, and we encourage all our kids to do it and try to get them out there every day if we can.
Well, I remember as a young junior, having guys like you at a club is tremendous. I mean, because I had a pro, I was 13 years old, and the pro would say, come down and pull out some golf carts, and you can play all the golf you want.
That's that whole labor law thing.
Yeah, you're that type of guy, though. I could tell.
Right.
I could tell you're that type of guy. So your commitment goes beyond teaching, though, basic fundamentals, but rather focus on the impact of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So numerous boys and girls in the community, and affecting boys and girls in the community in a positive way. Again, giving back, tonight's theme. A lot of people have talked about giving back. Why is being involved in the community and giving back, especially to juniors, so important to you?
Just for me in general, is just there's nothing more satisfying for me than to be a teacher. Whether it's kids or anybody, it's, no matter how bad the day might be or what's going on in the world or how frustrated I might be, as soon as I get on the lesson tee, all that's gone. And all that matters is seeing this person hit a better golf shot and enjoy the game more. And that's what gets me going. And, giving back, when we're teachers or just anybody trying to pass something along to somebody, you may not see the results right away. And teaching golf is certainly that way. You may not see the results right away. But there's no better feeling than when somebody comes back to you and they've achieved success, and maybe it was, it's so often that it was completely unexpected. I'll give you an example of a young kid from my hometown in Iowa. I used to go back there and do junior camps and teach there for a week when the club was having financial difficulty and just try to help raise some money for him. And this kid would follow me around the whole week. And he was a good player and for a small town Iowa, and we're from 900 people. And I made a career in golf, and come to find out, this kid reached out to me a couple years ago, and he started his own golf company where he photographs golf courses and creates websites and stuff for golf courses. So, for two kids from a town of 900 people to create a career in golf is pretty special. And for me to have a stake in helping him get there and inspire him, that's the reward, really. And it may take a while to get there, but every day I'm affecting somebody, and that I love that. It gets me going.
Is there anybody you want to shout out to?
My whole team is here. Guy Shaw and his wife Nikki, Ryan Mahoney, his wife Kristen are here. Again, we spend every day of our lives together. I spend more time with them than my wife Jane, who is here. And so supportive. I hear her talking about how she's a single mom from January to May.
Whoa.
And that's, I don't really know what that means exactly, but
Yeah.
yeah, but no, she's so supportive and great. You know, again, as golf professionals, we couldn't do it without our significant others
Absolutely.
who deals
Agreed.
with the early mornings and the late nights, and
I agree. It takes a lot of patience.
it does. It does.
Thank you for all that you do, and from all the junior golfers that appreciate your skill.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you.